How do you choose a veteran-friendly realtor in San Antonio? Here is the short answer. Look for proof, not promises. Real VA loan closings, formal military relocation training, and a track record. You can verify yourself before you ever sign anything. Today I am breaking down exactly how to pick the right agent for a VA purchase or a PCS move to Joint Base San Antonio, and the specific questions that separate a true military-friendly realtor from one who just uses the label. I'm Christopher Beal, Army veteran and realtor here in San Antonio with eXp Realty. I hold the Military Relocation Professional Certification, and Veteran Real Estate San Antonio has closed more than 300 homes and over $117 million in career volume, most of it with military families around Lackland, Fort Sam Houston, Randolph, and Camp Bullis. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to look for, what to ask, and the red flags to avoid. So what actually makes a realtor military friendly? 3 things: real VA transaction experience, formal training, and working knowledge of the bases and neighborhoods you are choosing between. Anyone can put a flag on a business card. Start with the Military Relocation Professional Certification, or MRP. That is the National Association of Realtors credential for agents who work with service members and veterans, and it covers PCS timelines, housing allowance strategy, and how VA financing really works. It is a baseline, not a finish line. Membership in the Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals is another strong signal that military clients are the agent's core business and not a side note. Second, experience. An agent can be certified and still close 2 VA deals a year. You want someone who handles VA appraisals and minimum property requirements routinely, because that is where VA purchases get saved or lost. And third, the local piece. San Antonio is Military City, USA, Joint Base. San Antonio has 4 installations: Lackland, Fort Sam Houston, Randolph, and Camp Bullis. A military-friendly agent here should talk comfortably about the commute from Schertz or Chibolo to Randolph, from Alamo Ranch to Lackland, or from Stone Oak down to Camp Bullis, how your basic allowance for housing actually stretches in each of those areas, and which neighborhoods keep both spouses' commutes sane. Where you buy is a daily quality of life decision, not just a price point. Now, what questions should you ask before hiring an agent? Ask these 5 and pay attention to how specific the answers are. 1. How many VA loan closings did you handle in the last 12 months? A number, not a story. 2. Walk me through the VA appraisal and minimum property requirements. If they cannot explain how they handle a low appraisal or a repair flag like peeling paint or a bad roof, keep interviewing. 3. How will you negotiate seller concessions for me? On a VA loan, sellers can pay your standard closing costs with no cap, and concessions beyond that are capped at 4% of the loan amount. An agent who knows that math can save you thousands at the closing table. 4. Have you worked with buyers on a PCS timeline? Buying from another duty station with a report date is a different job than a local move, and your agent should have a system for video tours, remote signings, and house hunting leave. 5. Where can I verify your production and your reviews? A confident agent will hand you that answer immediately. Here's the part that changed recently. Who pays your buyer's agent on a VA loan in 2026? The short answer is that you have options now. Since the commission settlement, every buyer signs a written agreement with their agent that spells out the fee before you tour homes. For decades, veterans were not allowed to pay their own buyer's agent, which put VA offers at a disadvantage. The VA fixed that. It first allowed veterans to pay their buyer's agent directly in 2024, and this year, the rule became permanent. The fee has to be reasonable and customary for the market, and it cannot be rolled into the loan. But here's the good news most buyers miss. The seller can still pay your agent's fee as part of the deal. And when the seller pays it, that amount does not count against your 4% VA concession cap. So in practice, a strong agent negotiates the seller covering their fee first, and your written agreement protects you either way. If an agent cannot explain their fee and who pays it in plain English, that tells you something. And this is the one nobody tells you about, the red flags. First, any agent who steers you away from your VA loan because VA offers are weaker. That is an outdated myth. 0 down, no monthly mortgage insurance. And with full entitlement, there is no loan limit at all. Even with partial entitlement, the 2026 conforming limit in Bexar County is $832,750. The benefit you earned is a strength, not a handicap. Second, an agent who cannot answer the VA appraisal question from earlier. Third, vague fees. If there is no clear written agreement or they dodge the who pays question, walk. Fourth, no base knowledge. If they have never heard of the gate you will drive through every morning, they will not price the commute into your decision. And fifth, pressure. An agent who pushes you to sign a long exclusive agreement in the first conversation is protecting their commission, not your PCS. You can start with a short-term or single property agreement while you decide if they have earned the rest. So, how do you verify an agent before you sign? 3 steps, 10 minutes. First, look up their license on the Texas Real Estate Commission website. Every legitimate agent has a TREC license number. Mine is 723559, and I want you to check it. Second, read their recent reviews on Google and Zillow and look for VA and military language in real client stories, not just star counts. Third, interview 2 or 3 agents and compare the answers to the 5 questions from this video. Quick recap: proof, not promises. Real VA closings, military relocation professional training, JBSA market knowledge, and a clear written fee agreement. Get those 4 and you are in good hands. If you are PCS-ing to San Antonio or buying with your VA loan and want someone to map out every step, reach out. Call or text 210-882-8583 or visit veteranrealestatesa.com. I'm Christopher Beal with Veteran Real Estate San Antonio. I'll see you in the next one.